So, good day everyone. I'm Mr. Miko G. Doma from BT Automotive 3G. Now, I will discuss the impact of online learning student on communication. The introduction. Over the past few years, the coronavirus outbreak is created uncertainty, stress, emotionals, and disruptions, and more in the world. Students are struggling to provide their needs with the appropriate set of resources needed to overcome the current crisis. During a crisis, effective communication is essential. Schools need to communicate with transparency and empathy consistently. Effective communication helps build trust and hope in organization or the schools of their efforts and to adapt the challenges they face. However, seeing how the world has never seen a crisis quite like this one, and connect with students, staff, and schools or other stakeholders. Students and instructors need to be careful about the course of actions they take when creating crisis plans for online learning activities, making sure it is appropriate, informative, and effective, and making sure communication, all communication efforts are consistent, clear, and continual. A crisis, especially as long as this pandemic, limits people's ability to cope their excessive amounts of information. Continual communication efforts reduce fear among students and instructors that this group have understood the organization or the online learning courses the key message over time and build trust. With so much negativity in the world, leaders, students, and instructors need a communication need to make the messaging as positive, reassuring, and hopeful as the possible. Then next is objective of the study. In objective of the study, researcher determine or want to know the profile of the students like age, sections, genders, and other etc. And researcher determine or knows want to determine the student learning style like visual, psychomotor, or face-to-face interactions. Then researcher need the researcher after conducting an interview or gathering a data, they researcher will be determined the output or the possible outcome of pre-test and post-test. And the researcher will be statistically differentiate between the pre-test or the post-test. It means like they compare the pre-test and post-test results. And the last part is there an impact or effects of online learning activities on the instructor? And the researcher want to know that if there is an impact of online learning activity to the students and instructor. Then next is the research design. The researcher use descriptive research design that to the study because also aid the development of product or marketing fixes, as well as the development of a new product line to cater high growth potential groups, validating existing conditions. Descriptive research is widely used by researchers to help determine the research object prevailing condition and underlying patterns. The next is participants and or respondents. The researcher are uh, are randomly choose 88 students and instructor of automotive technology department, or what would I say, technology department in Sorsogon State College, that will answer the following questions. And next is the data collection method or methodology. The researcher used simple random sampling because simple random sampling is intended to represent a group, or like for example the technology department, and it is unbiased manner, but they use a random sampling technique. Then the sample size or the sample of population is of the technology department is 88. Then the researcher used an instrument, a survey questionnaire, to carrying out an evaluation of an impact learning on students' communications to control for to utilize the student instructor and time peaks effects and augmented with an instrumental variable approach. Thank you so much. Thank you.